We have to remove ourselves and liberate ourselves. And the only thing that can help you do that is to go back to your ancestral, spiritual way of life. It is our energy that's giving the most energy, believe it or not. 666, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. Very powerful. What they have demonized as the mark of the beast. It is not the mark of the beast. It is the mark of the powerful, yes. Because this is all what it's about. It's about action. Voodoo is about action. It's not about talk. It's about action. You connect with the cosmos and you make things happen. It's a science. It's real. And it's a formula. The power of the mind. But the mind is connected to the cosmos. There are ritualistic things you do in order to make that connection. Your frequencies and all of that, you need to connect to those frequencies. And yes, it's pure, astrology. That can show the strength of our gods. Because that's what it's all about. We never put our gods into evidence. It shows that we don't think they're powerful. If you want to know if something is powerful, you have to put it into evidence. If you're too weak-minded because what they put into your mind, it says, oh, I don't think it's gonna work. Well, that's what's gonna work for you. I don't think it's gonna work. And this is them talking. I don't think it's gonna work because that's what they've taught you to believe. They use different strategies. This was all from the power of their gods. They put their gods into evidence. Do you really exist? If you exist, get us out of this. We need to be out of this. And then they became what they didn't know they were, which was God. Because we are all God. They made us think we need to wait on the sideline. You'll be waiting forever because you are God. So get busy figuring out who you are. Layer by layer, peel away who they told you you were and find who you really are. If you don't carefully and strategically use your energy for the deeds that you want, it's being taken away from you. And the only deed that you should want to use your energy for is in the service of the gods of the cosmos, the reason why we are here. Anything else is a loss. Aibobo.
Your name is what?
King. Spell my shit wrong.
You know what that means?
I mean, somebody fucked up.
No, do you know what your name means, God? R is the first letter of your name. R is for rule. To rule is in the nature of the black man. Rules are given to those who are living a righteous way of life. And those rules are given by the king, who is Allah, the only ruler there is. What's today's mathematics, God? What's today's mathematics, God?
Today's mathematics, knowledge, understanding. All being born of culture. Knowledge and understanding allows the Asiatic black man to reign supreme over his cipher and share the culture with those who want to attain the 12 jewels. Peace, God.
Peace, God.
Billy Carson here, Forbidden Knowledge. The other day I made a post that was depicting all the different religious figures known from all around the world, every race, every color, every religion. And the post basically said, we are not going to save you. We even had an alien being in there. And the reason for that is because people have been so programmed into looking externally for a savior, for an external source of salvation. So long as you look for salvation externally, I promise you, you will never truly find it. You might convince yourself that you found it, but you'll never truly find it. The true salvation is on the inside. As a matter of fact, Jesus Christ, also known as really Yeshua, but the Christ, he didn't say that he was coming back. He said the Christ would return. The Christ consciousness, which is a typical level of consciousness that all the gurus and sages understand to exist. It's a higher level of thinking. It's a new way of being. It's understanding that being born again is rising up and ascending to a higher level of knowledge and frequency and being able to look back on that previous level. That's the true second coming, not physical beings and deities returning from the external source to come in, but you going internal to inner space and then expanding outward.
How can a slave and a master both serve the same God? Then both of them expect their prayers to be answered by the very same God. How is that possible? Ephesians 6:5. Slaves, obey your earthly slave masters with respect and fear and with sincerity of the heart, just as you would obey Christ. This is exactly why I block every single person that tries to come into my lives or comment on Jesus and say Jesus is going to save my life. What you have to understand is me as a black person understands that the Bible and that religion was then used to enslave our people even more. Our ancestors were enslaved and weren't able to learn anything else besides the Bible. If they were caught reading anything else, they would actually get beaten or in trouble. They were only able to learn the English language and read the Bible. So what does that tell you? The best way to manipulate and take over a whole dynasty or civilization is to take all the knowledge that they once knew and to give them the knowledge that you want them to know.
11 out of the 12,000 years, black people or melanated people have ruled the world. This is why they keep your history from you. I agree with that. I don't think they want black folks to know how powerful their cultures are, how deep their spiritual beliefs were, but, and I think they hold that back from you. But in saying that, if we're going to blame the white man today, he's just a new king, and he's only been the king for about a little over 400 years. So we've been under white domination for about 400 years. But who cares who sewed the first flag? Who cares who invented peanut butter? Who cares who the first black man was to pee in a white bathroom? That's shit to keep you down. That's shit to say, yeah, man, like we overcame this. You ain't down. That's shit to say, yeah, man, like we overcame this. You ain't overcame that because you used to be the power of this planet. You used to rule this planet. You could do it again. You're 90% of the fucking world population. And you're going to tell me 10% keep you down? It's because of mind control.